Oh.
Have you ever wanted to try something new, but something inside stop you? Maybe you are overthinking. Maybe you are thinking, what if I fail? What if doesn't work, right? What if I embarrass myself? Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I am your host for today, and of course my business partners with me. We are six of us this morning. I am Raquel, and this morning we are going to talk about the reasons why so many people there stay stuck, right? And even when they want a better life. And I will start with something very close to myself, to my heart, fear of failure. I know this feeling so well because I have experienced it myself. There were things that I wanted to try something new, in my life, but I keep thinking, what if I fail? So instead of moving forward, I stay where I was, stuck. But here is what I realized: failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. The only real failure is not trying at all. That's a real failure. If you don't try, that's a failure. And sometimes what's actually waiting on the other side of fear is growth, confidence, completely different life. That is me. So, and sometimes it is not just fear of failing, it is also fear of what other people might say, right? So, I'm going to pass to Sis Alexis so she can introduce herself a little bit and go to this question straight away. Because there are six of us here and we don't want to take your time, um, and so everyone can have their turn. So I'm going to pass Sis Alexis from UK because she's going to talk about a fear of judgment. So thank you. Pass to you, Sis Alexis.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Alexis from United Kingdom. It's 11:30 in the night, and I am with the most beautiful ladies, five ladies in Australia. They are my accountability partners, and I'm really, really glad I have again joining them today. And to everyone who's watching our podcast live, magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang gabi. To everyone who will be watching our delay podcast, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. And may God bless us all because we've got a time again to have a teyate tonight. So I have to start myself with the fear of being judged. Who among you today, our million viewers, have been judged? We are living in a world where we cannot pass any criticism. It's part of our everyday life, right? How much more being a transitional professional nurse to being the digital nomad, right? So the fear of being judged is anything that you wanted to achieve, right? You don't want to achieve that. But when I started to immerse myself in this kind of business, this is me sharing now. My initial 6 months were being rife with doubts. I doubt myself, get skeptical husbands. I only got one, sorry. And the apprehensions and all those overwhelming feelings, concern that about the perceptions of this business and the perceptions that others have held me. It's so painful, but that is all about success. I found myself being in a remote situation where I am grapped with feelings of uncertainties regarding my knowledge, my capabilities, my abilities. And during those times, my family and friends as well started to share their advice and perspectives. I know you lot, you five ladies here, have experienced this, right? All advices from our family and friends, right? So, however, those underlying truths that many of us hesitate to this day and to express as this is that if you are not facing judgment, this is the lesson that I've learned, you know, it is unlikely that I have not done anything yet. I have not achieved a sufficient visibility. Yeah, do you agree with me, ladies? So I am embarking on this journey. It's a new journey, as I said, transitioning from my traditional role as a nurse to become a digital mandate, right? I know I have to learn. That's my basics. So the shift that involves me is that stepping away from that, what they say, my established identity to become that of a digital marketer, which is very uncomfortable, particularly for those observing for a change. Many of us experience this, right? So as I progress in this business, and I have observed a tendency to, I've lost focus because you've got a tendency to lose your focus, right? If you listen to everybody's opinions, right? So primarily because we become preoccupied on what they say about you. On you are starting to achieve something, but you are not focused on what you are doing. So you tend to become more dwelling on what they say instead of enhancing yourself to be the best version of you, right? So rather than dwelling on others' perceptions of me, I choose to concentrate my service because I am a burned out nurse. I'm seeking for a change. I wanted change so desperately. So ultimately, the responsibility for that change lies within me alone. Nobody will pay bills for me. It's me alone. So who are you to judge me? Right? Who are you to tell me what I'm going to do? So I have cultivated that confidence through taking an action, recognizing that people will have opinions regardless of you can be successful or you can fail, but failure is part of being successful. Therefore, I created something meaningful while they observe. I am really kind of in the verse of crying because this is what I experienced. I do not aspire to be understood by everyone. My goal is to connect with those who are ready to engage with me, those who are ready to make a change, and those who are ready to be helped and to be coached. So, this digital business has provided me with a platform to express my voice and the gift of life of assisting others in achieving their goals. And most importantly, the supportive group, which I've got now tonight, which I've got today. Five beautiful ladies from Australia. So that my journey toward becoming the best version of myself will be more harnessed. So, those fear of judgment, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing. Just focus on yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, you don't focus on anyone else to judge you, then you will build something that is really profoundly for you. So that's the impact I am leaving my narrative tonight. So thank you very much, Raquel. Thank you. Thank you. The floor on the
Thank
next one now. Thank you.
thank you, sis Alexis. Yeah, fear of judgments is real, but we have a power to control that, and uh, we don't think other people say because it's not of their business. If they think that you are not enough, It's not your business, it's their problem, right? So, and I think, yeah, they are real, but we have the power to overcome that. And sometimes the fear is affects our confidence as well. So, who's talking the self confidence this morning? We have a topic for self confidence, right? Confidence, ladies.
A lack of
Hello.
confidence.
Sis
Are you,
Roslyn.
Sis Roslyn? Are you talking the? So I'll pass to Sis Roslyn to talk about the lack of confidence. Pass it to
Yes,
you,
thank
Sis
you, thank you,
Roslyn.
thank you, thank you so much, sis Alexis, for sharing your really your experience, and yeah, for all of us, we're not here if we already have a confidence, like confidence. A lot of people think we're not, you know, I'm not ready. You know, confidence, it doesn't come first, but the action is. People think that I don't have skills. I'm not good enough. I'm not. I can do it. So a lot of people overthinking. A lot of people thinking that the thing that supposed to be, you know, action first before the confidence. It's just like me now. It's just like me now, like uh my confidence, I know that in this business my confidence grows. And do you even, think that confidence is come first before your action? Yeah, your confidence doesn't come before your action. Sometimes you're not ready, but if you're not going to have a look and try to, uh, you know, do the first step, do the action first before the confidence. That was me, because I grew up, I grew up really shy. I grew up really introvert. I try to hide myself. And confidence, when you are in your comfort zone, your confidence is not there really. And for every day of when I found this business, I just wanted to earn extra, and I did not look into it that we have to do this, and I have to do live, and I have to, do a lot of things, and I'm not I'm not complaining because of that. I learn, and I grow. I learn new skills, and I learn how to talk to people, and not only talk to people, not only earning, but I also, help now. I'm coaching people to also who wanted for a change, and it's real. The confidence, it doesn't come first, but your action. Your action, it's up to you. How do you want to make your life? If you're happy the way you are working right now, and if you're just happy with the reputation, well, that was me. I thought my life is like that. I thought that I'm just gonna be working forever for someone else, and I am exhausted, like I'm not getting any younger, and I don't want to work for another 10 years or 20 years before I was able to retire. And then when I saw this opportunity, I know that this is the one that I've been praying for. This is the one that I thought I need a miracle to find this, because I was looking an opportunity that I don't have to quit my job to find out that this the business that I'm joining is the one that can help me get out of working the repetition of same cycle. And for me, I just have enough. I was so exhausted. Sometimes I work, 11 hours in a day, and only like 10 minutes break. And how come I realize how come I still every time I still not enough, always kapos, like always run out of money still, even though I was working 2 to 3 job or any job that come to me, I don't decline it. And that's my wake up call that I need to do something. And first, of course, I just want to earn money. And I did not know all the package, but I am so grateful because of this business. This is who I am now. So start from, of course, I refuse to think that I'm scared. I refuse to think that um, I fear as well. I have doubts and all that. I need to be now. I'm learning that I'm confident. My confidence is growing, and yeah. So that's it. I can share for today. It was an
Thank
intention.
you.
Thank you so much, Sis
Thank,
Raquel, for hosting today.
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for that part, Sis Roslyn. So yes, with Sis Roslyn's current, she took courage to start, right? So courage to take actions, and your confidence will follow. And when we don't feel confident, of course, we tend to overthink everything, right? So so I will pass to Sis Marichu because she's going to talk about overthinking. Okay, go ahead, Sis Marichu.
Yes, overthinking actually has stopped more people from starting than failure ever will. So, hi, actually, Marichu Johns, and as a registered nurse, a wife, and now a first-time mom, I get it. Life is already full. I'm thinking like if I ever go back after my maternity leave, like you're caring for patients, showing up for your family, and now you have this little human depending on you every single day. So when something new comes up, like starting a business or doing something different, the first thought is like, what if I don't have enough time? What if I'm not ready? And I need to figure everything out first. And I used to think the same. I kept telling myself, I'll start when I have the perfect plan. I'll start when things settle down. But let's be real. When does life ever fully settle down? Like especially as a mom, there's always something, another responsibility, another reason to wait. And I realized like it wasn't really about time or knowledge. It was overthinking. It was fear. Just show up something in a different way, like because the truth is you don't need the perfect plan to start. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to be willing to take the first step, like what your sister Rosalind is saying, even if it's messy, even if it's small, because as a mom we don't have the luxury to keep waiting. Time is actually something we value differently now. So instead of asking what if I fail, I actually started asking, what if this actually works and gives me more time with my family? And that question alone was enough for me to start. So, if you're feeling the same way, maybe it's not about needing more time or more knowledge. Maybe it's just about deciding that today is good enough to begin. So, yeah, stop overthinking because, again, that's more than after like even after failure will. So yeah, that's it for me today. I'll pass back to Sis Raquel.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Sis Marichu. Yes, it's like overthinking is like a killing our goals, our intention to change our life. So don't overthink. So yeah, overthinking keep us stuck and not taking actions. So and sometimes, of course, yeah, it's because we don't have the right guidance. So I'll pass it to us doing the right guidance. Sis Amandip, right? Lack of guidance.
Yes, yes. Thank you
Oh
for
yes. So,
hosting.
so I'll pass it to Sis Amandip. Go ahead, Sis
Yeah,
Amandip,
no
and she'll
worries.
talk about.
Thank you, Sis Raquel, for hosting today's session. And oh my goodness, every story, giving me goosebumps. Like there was stories. I resonate with those things as well. Everyone who's starting the new thing, they face these things. And first of all, I give my short introduction. If you don't know me, you're watching me from different page. As you see my name, Amandeep Kaur. I am a wife, I'm a mom of two, and a digital business owner based here in Australia. And originally, I'm from India, Punjab. And I came here as an overseas student in a hospitality background, and I work in hospitality. I studied in hospitality. Like many people, they came here for the purpose for fulfilling their dreams. So yeah, so I was working long hours, working 2 to 3 jobs, so that we can fulfill our dreams and also look after back home as well. But with that, it's a very little time freedom you have. When you are single, when you are, you didn't become parent, you can manage, you can do whatever, your body allow you. But after becoming parent, your body also, not responding well, and also you have the other responsibility. Your mind always back there, with your kids, with your loved ones. And but I am so blessed, like last couple of years, I made the decision for myself. I start something online, and honestly, like in the beginning, I had no idea where to start, what to start, and how to support my family financially while I'm staying home. No experience, no technical skills, no social skills as well, social media, no learning about that. Just a big desire to make a change my current situation. So I took a leap of faith, and here I am. I am in this business, successfully running this business and serving more families, more moms to change their life. And today's topic is really important to us personally when we're thinking like, we want to start something, but some fear, some, like my other co-business partner, they talk about it, fear of failure. These things really stop you. So same with me, the lack of guidance. Like I didn't have any guidance about, running online business. Sometimes people, they don't start because they are not lazy, but because they simply don't know where to start. Like I done the study in hospitality. If I thought like I can make my own restaurant, any Indian restaurant, anything, I can start something. But you need the guidance for that. You need a location, you need a staff, you need a marketing staff as well, you need the admin staff. You have to find the chef. What I only had the chef degree, and I know the experience. I know like how to work in kitchen. So how I can manage the other stuff, and lost of investment as well. You can't start with 10,000 or 20,000, big investment in that. And so those things really scare me, that fear, but at the moment I think I can do it, because our our training, our mindset changed now. Like we learn a lot now, I think we can do anything. But before that, I'm talking about before I started this business, I didn't have that much confidence to start something new, because it's on the starting, on the first year, 2 year, you don't know, you are new in the market, and no one can, you have to build the trust with other people. And then if 2 year you can feel lost, you didn't get any benefit from your business. So that's really deep down, like big loss for us, especially the middle class people. Like we couldn't afford that loss. So you need the full guidance, where to start. We feel lost before, confused and unsure about the first step. Many people think like they want to start something traditional business, the property business, the restaurants, like and the other one, like the property one. So I don't know, like most people, they are thinking where to begin, where to start. We don't have right sport, we don't have what if we can do something wrong. So like in Australia, you have to follow lots of policies, lots of procedure. It's not back home, like you can dump your cafe there and you can start building income. You can build your cafe and you can start building income. There is so many things, so many rules, regulations you have to follow here. Even for the food truck, if I'm thinking about the food truck, you still have to go through lots of things, lots of paperwork, lots of money, lots of guidance. So that's why I was looking that kind of business that guide me step by step. And so that's why I joined this business, because I asked you guys, have you ever felt like you wanted more? You wanted to start something, but you didn't know where to begin and how to begin. So if you guys thinking, change in your future, but you can't see anything, but if you're watching our video, maybe you find the solution already. If you are watching our replays, you are still stuck here, this video, this live is attract you, then I think this is the solution for you. This is your answer prayer. So this is actually more common than you think. Starting something new without guidance feel overwhelming. You don't know what to do first, what mistake to avoid, what actually work. And because of that confusion, people choose to do nothing. Just living to paycheck to paycheck. They said, okay, fortnightly we getting paid. That's okay. We are happy with that. Everyone living the okay life. But we are human, guys. Only once we got this life, give this life a moment where you can travel more, where you can spend time with your loved ones. You make more memories so that your generation can see, okay, my grandmom, my mom, they visit there. We had the memories, our parents being there. So lead by example for your kids, for them. This life is only you get once, so live your life on your own purpose. Don't live okay life. We are happy to getting paid monthly and fortnightly, as I said, but that's not enough. That's not gonna fulfill our dreams. If you dream big, you have to become out, you have to find the big solution. And for me, this is also the biggest challenge. When I started, I had so many questions in my mind. As I said, I was stay-at-home mom. I didn't know where to begin, what step to take, and how to grow. But the turning point is when I came and I got this right guidance, the step-by-step training, the mentorship, and the supportive community. So where you get this one, if you getting this one in your business, you're looking anything online, I sign up for so many things, that I don't want to name there, but I sign up for so many things to get started online. But where is the guidance? You have to do everything by yourself. You have to make account, you have to market by yourself. So in our business, your only part is you are marketing. You are not you know uh, looking after any other stuff, any selling, any posting to someone, any deliveries or anything, any admin system, everything back end. We have the system, automated system. Our part is only marketing, only showing up here on social media. That's all we do. We just sharing our experience. So this is the simplest business ever I see. That's why we give you step by step. Most people, they are so excited, they are so overwhelmed. They said, Aman, okay, we didn't watch the webinar, we didn't get the time, but can you explain me more? I can explain you, but where is my flexibility? I have kids as well, I have family. I selected this business because I'm looking for the flexibility. If 5 people, 10 people, they call me and I can explain 3 hours video in a phone call, so where is my flexibility, where is my time freedom? So that's why I plug into this community, this supportive system, so that back end we spend lots of dollars, lots of money there, our system which we're providing you. So that give you the all information. Our part is only guide you step by step. The first step is simple. There is our website. You can register with your name and email. That's the simple part. So if you need a change, this is the simple. You never can find any other business where you can, set up with your only email. So we just are asking your email, the simple step. Follow the step, follow the process, trust on us, then you can see you building your, the biggest business, the gold mine business in this community. We have the sporty system, the community, and we have the real people, we have the real products. So you don't have to, worry about it. Don't overwhelm. We have the step-by-step guidance system, so where you can begin. So don't get overwhelmed like you want to know everything on starting point. No, even us, even Sis Rosaline and other business partners, we didn't know. We just started for extra couple dollars, like $200 or $500 to just starting just for money. We didn't know, like, oh, we are in this beautiful business where you can multiple your income stream as many you want. This is not limited like you are starting for one income stream. There is multiple income stream, and I'm so happy Sis Rosaline also, she unlock her other income stream as well. She getting in USD dollar, guys. So this is the beauty, so this is the beauty. You digging, dig it until you get that you find the solution. Don't overwhelm. Don't scare from the failure. We are here. You are not alone. We started from scratch. We didn't knowledge anything. We didn't have any knowledge. We don't know like how this process going on, but we started. You have to start it. If you're looking a change, you have to take it action. Otherwise you're just watching the video and asking the information. Apply those information. If you get anything valuable from our life, apply those things in your life, and get started. If you're not getting started, you are not getting anywhere. So that's all. That's my takeaway. And yeah, so you need a full guidance. So this opportunity, this business give you the full guidance. So believe in us, trust on us. You can explore our profiles. We are real people. We are doing a real business. So that's all. Thank you, Sister Kel.
You're welcome. And there you go. So there, you get the guidance here in our community, guys. So having the right guidance makes all the difference, right? But sometimes even with guidance, one thing still holds many people back, and that's fear of change, right? I think Sis Marlo will talk about her fear when she started this business. The, is that right, Sis Marlo? You're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
it's
that
my
one?
fear
Yeah.
of change. Actually, it's
Yes.
my fear
Go
of change.
ahead,
Yeah.
Sis Marlo.
Yes. Thank you, Sis Rosaline, and thank you to our dear sisters who have actually expressed their different kinds of fears. And of course, for me, I would like to talk something to you, our viewers. By the way, thank you for staying with us, and thank you for listening and engaging with us. We are very grateful that you are here with us. So let me talk to you about something that I believe a lot of people don't realize. We often say, "I'm scared to fail," right? But if we really sit with that thought, most of the time it's not failure that we're afraid of, it is change. Can you relate to me? Yeah, it is change, right? because change will disrupt everything we've gotten used to. Think about it. You can be in a situation that is really draining you, waking up tired, going through the motions, feeling like you're just surviving each day. And yet you stay. Not because you love it. No, you because that's not really a good feeling, isn't it? And that's the trick thing about the comfort zone. It doesn't mean you're comfortable, it just means you're used to it. You've learned how to cope, you've learned how to adjust, you've learned how to silence that little voice inside you that's saying, there has to be more than this. But the moment you start thinking about change, that's when all the fears start getting louder. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I lose stability? What if people judge me? A lot of what's. But can I gently change that thought? What if staying the same is actually the bigger risk? What if 5 years from now, you're still in the same place with the same stress, the same exhaustion, the same what ifs in your heart? Sometimes we are so focused on the fear of change that we forget to look at the cost of not changing, because there is a cost of your time, a cost to your energy. And I say this with so much love, with so much passion, because you don't have to have everything figured out to start. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing to try, willing to learn, willing to be uncomfortable for a season, because growth will always feel uncomfortable in the beginning. And that's how I felt. That's how everyone felt here. It's like stretching a muscle you've never used before. At first, it feels awkward, even painful. But that stretch, that's where strength is built. There were moments in my life when I knew I needed something more, but stepping into something new felt scary. I had doubts, I had questions, I had moments when I thought, can I really do this? Because I was then 58 when I started this business. I'm now turning 62. But I also had this quiet feeling inside me that if I didn't try, I might regret it. And that thought became stronger than my fear. So I took a step, not a big one, not a perfect step, just a small step. And the one and that one step led to another and another. And over time, my life started to shift, not overnight, but little by little. And that's what I want you to understand today. You don't have to change your whole life in one day. You just need to take one step out of your comfort zone, one decision, one action, one moment of courage, because on the other side of that fear could be growth. So if you're feeling that fear right now, which I am actually feeling now, I'm feeling nervous too. Don't see it as a stop sign. See it as a signal that you're being stretched, a signal that you're being called to something more, a signal that you're about to grow. And growth is never comfortable, but it is always worth it. So, my question to you is this: are you going to stay where it's familiar, or are you willing to take that one small step towards the life you truly want? Because your next level will never be found inside your comfort zone. Yes, sis, it's time for all us to all change, change that view. That's for me today. I hope somebody, um, you know, was moved to what I was saying. So don't fear change. Thank you, sis Raquel. Pass on to you the mic.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so
My
much.
hands are so cold.
There you have it all, guys. We all learn from us, right? I hope our topics that we shared with you guys resonate with you. These are the real reason why many people stuck, right? But the truth is, we are all felt this this way, right? The difference is we choose to take step anyway, action, right? So if you have been feeling stuck, maybe you are afraid to try something new or unsure to start, you don't have to do it alone, right? You don't need to do it alone, guys. So, and thank you, everybody, everyone, for being uh, with us today. Thank you for our viewers, and thank you, Sis DM, for commenting. Thank you for our viewers. Yes, before we they think they already left, but anyway, thank you so much, everyone. As you heard this morning, fear of failure, fear of judgment, lack of confidence, overthinking, yeah, lack of guidance, and fear of change. They're all our fears that we have before, right? These are the real reason why we people stay stuck. But the truth is, we all felt this way, right? So if you've been feeling stuck, maybe afraid to try something new, you don't have to do it alone. I mentioned it before. So if you want, you can comment below info, send us message, and you see our website here down below of our um, faces there. You can see our website. You can send us a message, and we will share with you how we got started and how you can start too, and you can do it too. So thank you everyone for your input, and there you have it. And thank you for being with us today. Thank you everybody, and I'll see you next time in our weekly go live. Thank you.
Happy
Bye for
Friday.
now.
Everyone. Thank you.
Happy
Happy
Thank
Friday,
you.
Friday,
everyone.
everybody.
God bless everyone.
Great weekend.